YouTube. It's me, Philip Wilkerson, back with another episode of Random Ramblings of Philip Wilkerson. It's been a while, about a couple weeks, but I've been really busy with my job and the end of the semester, so it's been taking me a while to get back to you for some videos. Now, I did do a Q&A last video, and I did have some leftover questions, and so I'm going to do a little series. I have 3 questions from my friend Hillard, my best friend out in Idaho. I miss him, but so he gave me some good questions, and I think that, the 3 good questions that I could probably answer for this video and not take too long. So first question that Hillard left was, how will you and Maggie help support Bennett when he begins to struggle with racial identity of being biracial? So that's a question quite frequently that me and my wife discuss. And I think a lot of people around me in my circle are going to experience this as well. A lot of interracial couples in this area that have children or will have children. And I think the main thing that I need to try and do, or we need to do together, is when our son comes home from school and asks, what am I, who am I, from other kids at school, just be as upfront with him about who he is and expose him to both sides of the family. And let him know that, he is, in fact, 2 races, and he, in fact, has 2 different cultures, and it's more something to be celebrated. I don't want him to feel like he is left out of either group, left out of, not feeling quite white, not feeling quite black, but to celebrate that he's both, and to embrace both, and to be happy. And I think, regardless of race, he is biracial. I also, on the flip side, I hate this quote that, like, I don't want him to not, I don't want his friends to say, hey, that's not, he's not black, he's Bennett. But I also want him to also, in addition to that, I want him to be judged, not judged, but be looked upon for the content of his character, the person that he is, and how he treats others, regardless of who he is racially and who his friends are racially. So, I mean, it's going to be a developing thing. Might be a conversation that we'll always continuously have and we'll discuss. And I think the main thing is that we're going to have open, frank discussions with him as he grows up. Obviously, at the different levels, when he grows up, we'll cater it to his developmental ability. We're not going to have super in-depth talks when he's only 4 years old. We're going to kind of address it at his level and at his age level. Okay, next question from Hillard, got him on written down, is why is self-care so important? I think self-care is very important because, usually the mindset is that you can't be helpful to others and really be there for other people if you're not there for yourself. If you tap out and you burn out, you're no good to others. And so self-care is very important in regards to obviously taking care of yourself, your health, living longer, stress and all those things eventually take a physical form. So if you're not taking care of yourself, it's going to wear you down and it's going to make you sick, like actually physically sick. And then at that point, when you're physically sick or just worn down, you can't be helpful to others. So if you're in a helping profession, or you got a job to do and you got people that rely on you, you can't be a reliable person and helpful to others if you're not taking care of yourself. So self-care is very, very important. I think addressing it, recognizing when you're not feeling well, and recognizing when stress is getting to you. Take care of those things. Set up some time to relax for yourself so that you can be helpful to other people. And then lastly, he says, what is the most important character trait the world needs right now? That's a big one. Dang, Hill's hit me with these big questions. For me personally, I think the biggest trait is the actual genuine care for other people. I think we're getting lost from that, apolitical statement here, but the world needs people to treat others as they want to be treated. Equality, kindness, and things like that. And I think that we're getting lost from that. I think on a day-to-day aspect, we can control how we treat, our neighbor, how we treat our coworkers, how we treat the people we generally interact with on a day-to-day basis. Um, Step away from the keyboard, step away from the computer, and actually focus on the personal, in-your-face interactions that you have with others. And I think that's a really important trait. I can't really say it's the most important, but it's pretty important, and it's something that I try to live by day to day, and those things. And those are some good questions. I really enjoyed doing a Q&A for these random ramblings. Hillard is my number one YouTube supporter, so I always appreciate his support. The Redskins got a W yesterday. I don't know if that even matters because the Cowboys blew it and didn't beat the Giants, so that kind of puts us in a hard spot for our playoffs. So thanks a lot, Cowboys, and thanks a lot, Hillard. You bum. And I'm just joking, not a bum. You're my best friend. So um, that's it. Nothing more. And keep on leaving questions. Like, subscribe. Um, Keep them coming. I really appreciate this. I really appreciate the support. Working on my podcast. It's coming out in January. Just slowly working, learning. Got a long way to go before it's ready. I have a Facebook page, Positive Filter, if you want to like that. I appreciate the support that I have so far, and have a good day. Happy Monday.